And welcome to The Buck Stops Here, a sordid story of how state machinery was used to snoop on the personal lives of ordinary citizens. Has the BJP tied up in knots over defending its prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi? Over 200 hours of conversations reportedly between Modi's Home Minister in Gujarat, Amit Shah, better known as an accused in the Ishrat Jahan fake encounter case, and the then chief of the Gujarat anti-terror squad, Girish Singhal, now available on YouTube, detail to the extent to which the state's law enforcement machinery monitored the movements of a woman in Ahmedabad. As the Congress attacks Modi over these tapes, the girl's father has written saying he asked Narendra Modi as a friend to provide security to his daughter as he was worried about her safety. The tapes bear testimony to something far more sinister. Not about the personal lives of either this woman or Narendra Modi, but of the extent to which Amit Shah's Home Minister could have used the state machinery, the anti-terror squad, the state CID, senior policemen to conduct the surveillance, and the motives that belie what Shah would like everyone to believe were genuine. Ultimately, the debate boils down to a few key questions. Did the girl support her father's complaint about her safety? Was the surveillance legally sanctioned or not? And whether the extent of state machinery used was justified at all.
इस देश की मातृशक्ति का रक्षा कवच मुझे ऐसा मिला हुआ है कि कितनी ही धमकियां क्यों न मिले, कितने ही षड्यंत्र क्यों न हो, ये देश की जनता चाहेगी उतनी सेवा मोदी जरूर करता रहेगा.
The support of women will protect me from any conspiracy. This rhetoric appears to be the crux of Modi's defense over allegations that his government illegally began surveillance of the movements of a young woman in Gujarat. However, the BJP refused to admit that this was done.
A government machinery being used to put tabs on private individuals. Do you somewhere feel that that is one place where it shouldn't have happened?
Well, this is the allegation, Rahul. I'm sorry to say that. This is the allegation of Congress party.
You mean to say that there was no official tapping?
Obviously, because ultimately the person concerned will make a complaint or not. I'm on a very simple question. Therefore, a wild, motivated, dirty tricks department allegation of Congress party should not be taken seriously because they are scared of the popularity of Narendra Modi.
Yet the BJP accepts the father was right in asking for protection and claims the daughter supported him.
Here is a case of a father approaching the government for help for a daughter who's been harassed by a senior, very powerful bureaucrat. And the daughter is with the father in this matter.
Was any threat assessment carried out? And if a threat assessment was carried out, then the legal and the dignified way of doing it would have been to provide personal security officers.
The controversy began on Friday when two news websites went public with the secret phone recordings by a police officer, G.L. Singhal, accused by the CBI in a fake encounter case.
For 3 days now, the party has been defending Narendra Modi, calling it a political conspiracy. Now it's on the offensive, saying the so-called expose is nothing more than a quid pro quo between G.L. Singhal, accused in the Ishrat Jahan encounter case, and the CBI.
The Congress has demanded its government at the centre order a probe, which the BJP has rubbished. For now, the Congress is cashing in on Modi's confidant Amit Shah, reportedly referring to Sahib on the secret tapes.
मैडम आती हैं, शहजादे आते हैं.
It only serves to reinforce the nomenclature which they have unwittingly earned of being the stalking Sahibzadas.
With Ketki Angre and Rahul Srivastav, Rohit Deb, NDTV.
Well, joining me to discuss this controversy further from the BJP, Mahesh Jethmalani joining us from Mumbai. Also from Mumbai, the former Joint Director of the Intelligence Bureau, A.V. Karnik, on this crucial question of the use of state machinery. From the Congress party, Renuka Chaudhary finally with us as well. And in the studio, Majid Memon, the senior advocate and also leader of the NCP, joining us. Mahesh Jethmalani, I want to take this first to you. What do you make of this entire controversy? These tapes, you've heard them?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the controversy. I've seen some of the transcripts. I mean, not that it makes particularly interesting reading. It's a complete damn squib. But then in the absence of any other material, I suppose This is a silly season in politics. Congressmen are going to cling on to anything. There is no misuse at all. Once there is consent that somebody can be put under surveillance, the surveillance is not illegal at all. If the father of a girl claims that the father requires surveillance and state police machinery is used, there is nothing wrong with it. Let me give you a quick example. Some time back, there were death threats to my wife in the state of Maharashtra just 2 years ago. In view of some of the cases I was handling.
Yes.
The second time it happened, by the way.
Yes.
And I reported the matter to the police in Bombay. And
Yes.
the police said, since you are getting death threats on the phone, would you mind if we put a tap on your phone? So they called me up and I officially gave them permission, not even in writing, and my phone was tapped. And after about 10 days, they phoned me up and said, we monitored it. It was a prank call, and let me tell you that we are now removing the tap.
Right. Mr. Jethmalani, if I can just also ask you a follow-up question before I take the debate to the other guests as well. I heard that entire tape, the conversations that have been put on the websites of these two portals, where Amit Shah is also talking about minute details, wanting to know where this girl is going, who she's spending her time with, who's calling her, who's not calling her, wanting state IB men posted outside her room. The use of a very large manpower, in a sense, of the Gujarat police and law enforcement agencies for ostensibly the safety of this one girl. But some of the nature of those questions that he's asking seem to border on voyeuristic and a little disconcerting, just to listen.
I don't know if you find it, I don't know why you find it disconcerting. I certainly don't find it disconcerting. There was a lady who was in distress. The point is, she was being harassed by according to her father, she was being harassed. I heard Nirmala Sitharaman saying by a powerful bureaucrat in the state of Gujarat. I suspect who I know it is. I think his matters are sub judice right now, and I'll have a lot to say when it ceases to be sub judice from the Supreme Court. After that, we'll come out more clearly and tell you what exactly is the situation.